So moving to the Gen AI tips and tricks in day three, I will show you some of the trick, and you can uh, do it better. I mean, like it's just the Q&A business, but then you can do it better in with the four. Actually, you can add more, but I normally I will use four of those. The first one is the translation tricks. This one is based on the fact that you the training data is in one language, but then your asking is in the other language. So for example, is sometimes the English literature, which is the training corpus of the Gen AI, is in English, and that is very rich. But then you ask in Thai, then it becomes like they're not meant for each other, and then you have a very poor answer. But then the other way around would be like you ask in English and you translate in Thai, then maybe your answer is better. So in this case, the ask the language for asking is important, and then the translation is also important. Okay, so there are some alternatives. So normally we will ask in CSV, but if you it doesn't work in the HTML, in CSV, and you can you use the HTML, JSON, and R script. So let me show you the example in R script like this, and then you need two steps in this case. Assuming that in CSV it doesn't work, and then you ask the question on to list the top provinces in Thailand, and then in our script table with the link here. So if you know, so people who know our script, they can read. Oh, there are four columns in here already, 1, 2, 3, 4 already. But then if you are not familiar with our script, then this answer is not very useful to you. But then you can still copy this one to our script, and then run the script, and then it produce a table, and then you can see the table in you can save the table to the CSV or Excel format. Okay, so compared to this, if you ask the machine to produce the table in CSV, then maybe you can read the table already. Okay, so that's the first trick. Uh, the second one would be the filtering. So this one is like when you have to deal with a long document, or to deal with the thick literature with a lot of documents, then you ask a specific question in the specific part, it will give you the GenAI servers will give you the better answers. Okay, so normally you will use the subject to clause or any clause in order to filter the to set limit to the part you want to. Okay, so for example, subject to the chapter 3 of the document, can you do something? Subject to the wiki link I give you here, you paste the link in here, and then can you do something about it? Okay, so uh, subject to Bangkok and Thai region, can you do something about it? Okay, so this is the example for this one. So assuming that if you if you ask ChatGPT or Copilot to list all the market in all the region in Thailand, it won't give you the complete answer or the good answer. It just give you some example, and then you have to move it down to some region or some part of Thailand, and then it will give you a better answer. Okay, so this is the second. So the next trick is similar to the filtering trick, but then it's just a work breakdown structure and then the shortlisting structure. So instead of complete the big picture of Thailand, you don't want to do that because it takes a lot of time for answering, and then it also take a lot of time. Assuming that the answer come in already, it takes a lot of time for you to consolidate the answers. So, so it doesn't help the team in general. It doesn't help the team to like boil the oceans to just to give you some numbers, and then it doesn't help you it doesn't help you in the sense that you have to manage many team, and eventually at the end of the day you don't know how to consolidate the whole thing. Or you don't know how to handle answers from the teams. Okay. So the better way would be you select the top, and then you select the top of the top. So for example, in you select the top province in Thailand, and then you select the top supermarket chain in Bangkok, for example, and then in Chiang Mai. And normally you will combine all the question in the same like this one. Okay, so mm I just try to combine the question like this, and I ask Copilot, and it will give me the sectional answer like this. So in the first section, it will give me one table. In the second section, I give you more table, and then you scroll. This is the screenshot, so you cannot scroll down. But in the actual Copilot screen, you can scroll down for the other one as well. So remember this work breakdown structure, guys, in order to help you. Mm. This one in the worst case, you just list the region and you use Excel to drag the formula down. So you just like use the formula to fill down to drag down, and then you replace the name of the province here, and then you have the list of questions. That's it. So the easiest way to generate the list of questions is just to use Excel and fill down, drag down. Okay. So the last one is to try the different GenAI server. So in this case, I have two sources. I try to um, combine the I try to consolidate and compare the answers from Copilot and then also from EIQ. So in this case, I ask the same question. Can you show the revenue of the big four accounting firm in the CSV table? And then this is the table from Copilot, and this is the table from EIQ. So I think roughly they are the same. I mean, uh, I don't even know which number to just. They are roughly like a little bit different, but they are roughly around there. So you can guess this is the good. They are good answers from the sources, but in the reality, before you can combine this to the transaction foundation and to send to the clients, you have to go to this one. The first one is to ask the question from the server, consolidate the answers. So in this case, you just copy the CSV from the two sources, and then you have to consolidate them in the same table. And then you have to form your views on the consolidated answer, and then you have to write the warnings or the precautions for your answers. So in this case, I think the missing part here is just the sources for the precaution, because I also don't know where the number comes from, and I don't know how to trust these numbers. So without the sources, I don't know how to trust. The only source I can give the client in this example is just like, oh, I ask Copilot, and then I ask uh, UIQ to get the numbers, but are they the reliable or useful number? I don't know. Okay, so double stuffing in this case, the trick is just to use the different servers to get answers and combine the answer to cross-validate with the okay. So the word here is maybe the word is cross-validation uh, among the sources. Okay, so you have to cross-validate if they are very similar to each other. Maybe you can trust them, but if you see like inconsistency by a lot from the sources, then you have to ask the question already. You have to form the point of view, like which one is the better one to use, or maybe two of them they are liars.